Oh, good. Well, just a second here. This is sort of an after report. Howdy. I just went out and shot this Austin-Hallek, I think it is, or Austin-Hallek. Yeah, there's no and on this, just Austin-Hallek. 50 caliber flintlock for the first time. And I was just cleaning it and oiling it, and I'm using some Formby's old furniture polish on it, and I used dish soap, ballistol, and hot water to clean it out. And man, this is a cool rifle. I mean, it is cool. It's got a double set trigger on it. It does have rifling, but they're straight. They're not twisted. They're just straight rifling. It's the most peculiar thing I've ever seen. And it has this absolutely feather light set trigger on it. And I love it. I love it. I've become I've become absolutely hooked on black powder. And this particular one here, well, let me show you something. I don't know if you can see it, but in the light, do you see that curly maple pattern on the thing? I think it's just the most beautiful thing I have seen in wood. It's just gorgeous. I've become hooked on this style. And this one was, well, it was 600 bucks or so. It was a lot cheaper than buying one of these super custom things. This particular model was a couple of guys in Missouri that were gunsmiths, and they'd moved to Utah. And from what I hear, the Missouri ones are by far the best. But and some people denigrate the Utah built ones. But this is a Utah built one, and it's an octagonal barrel, 50 caliber, beautiful set trigger, well put together. It just screams quality throughout. And it's just a nice gun. And the only thing I've done to it is I put another flint on it. I mean, it even came with the leather on the hammer. So I put this, I don't know what you call it, the leather safety thing. Put that on it. I bought a couple of these off of Etsy. I should have bought half a dozen of them because I've got several other flintlocks around here that could use them. I've got one on my Brown Bess, one here, and one on one of my flintlock pistols. I got a rifle and another pistol that could use one. And I'm sure others will show up over time. I just find this a very nice flintlock, and it's not exactly a household name. I mean, I'd never frankly had heard of it before I found this thing, and it had just come into the gun shop when I found it. I mean, the gun shop I go to, he has a rack right by the cash register, and when he buys guns, he sets them in those racks. And then I walk in, and the first thing I look at is that rack to see whether or not something new is in it. Well, this was in it, and it's just beautiful. Yes, it has a few blemishes. It was used, but it's just very nice, and it works, and I like it. It's ever since my cousin got me hooked on this black powder thing, oh boy, did I get hooked. Did I get hooked. And I love flintlocks. I'm sort of like Ethan Woods in that respect. You know, I know the more modern stuff. I know, you know, from Cold War rifles up through today. There's a good channel called the Armory, Armorer's Bench. That's it, Armorer's Bench, in which they go through all kinds of bizarro Western and Eastern Bloc rifles, pistols, machine guns, etc., that are being used in the Ukrainian conflict, and it's fascinating stuff. I used to read Smith and Smith. I've got several editions of it behind me, and other books on modern ordnance, because it's another subject that has always fascinated me. And I was not that particularly interested in 18th century ordnance or early 19th century till I got hooked on it, and it's just cool. And this is my latest passion, You know, they're just wonderful things. You know, just you got. By the way, when you shoot one of these, you got to wear a tri-corner hat. It's the rules. It is the rules. Anyway, I just thought I would give an after-action report on the thing. Very nice rifle. I'm older, and I'm stuck at home. If I was 20 years younger, I would proudly take this out hunting. But I walk with a limp, and I don't. My hunting days are behind me, alas. But this is a beautiful rifle, and if I'll be proud to hand this down to my son, because he might want to take it out and get some squirrels or whatever. Anyway, keep your powder dry.